like I normally do. So, hi, welcome to Waters of the Deep. We haven't done introductions for a while. So, Mike, why don't you start us off?
Sure. I'm Mike. I play Teddy, a soul knife rogue berry. Um, he's into a little bit of chaos, definitely trying to fill his pockets, and waiting to see his friend who has been locked up for way too long. Ready to see what the new adventures take us.
All right. And Miss Katie? Muted.
Still muted.
Still muted.
Nope.
I heard a beep when you leaned forward and touched something.
Yeah.
Ah, there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Just waiting. Helps to turn the microphone on.
Yeah.
I'm playing Silt, the Tabaxi Warlock, who, I don't know, has dreams. Don't we all have dreams?
Dreams and goals and aspirations.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Miss Pam.
Hi, I am Pearl. I am a anti-paladin pirate-ish, and I apparently like to get in trouble and drink a lot of Bloody Marys. Quote, quote.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but your stream is still running the pregame.
Oh no.
Because I didn't click transition. Because I'm off my game tonight. Nasty had a cold. I'm gonna mute a lot to cough, sneeze, etc. So I'm sorry if I forget to turn it back on ahead of time. So yes, Pearl, the anti-paladin. For those of you that don't know, anti-paladin is Fantasy Grounds' way of saying Oathbreaker paladin. Her and Poseidon had a little quarrel. So, last but certainly not least is Brad and Becca sharing a computer this week. So whichever order you two want to go in.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brad. I play Otis Watts, the Poseidon Temple Cleric.
And I am Becca. I play Gal, the Sea Elf Boomstalker Ranger, who wants to kill her enemies, but somehow ends up hurting hurting the people she cares most about. And yeah, she's trying to avoid that. She just wants to help them get their goals.
She's keeping a score sheet too.
I do. I do. I figured it'd be really funny if at the end of all of this we did a little track.
Hell yeah.
See how nice those speakers and microphones are, Becca? You look at Brad and say, he needs another set just for you."
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss it.
That's a girl.
It's possible I get a bonus this year. We'll see.
Yeah, I just
There you
fixed
go.
her computer, so
Well, excuse me. We left off. The party had ventured into the Shadowfey in search of a bounty, looking for a necromancer who had been defiling graves. We know that there were 3 graves. I'll put up the world map here. If you put your eyes upon the Shadowfey area, the first grave cemetery was up here, none of which had been disturbed by the necromancer. The second one over yonder, which is where the party currently is, after mildly interrupting a centaur funeral, during which you saw one of your other bounties who took off and disappeared into the woods. And the third one, just over here to the right, which you guys haven't ventured to yet. So you were in the cemetery looking at tombstones. The last note was that one of the tombstones had belonged to one of Remy's cousins. After a quick guidance check to help spark Taddy's memory. And yeah, that's where we left off. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, our bounty's not anywhere near us, right?
No.
I think we were originally going to
Move on to the next cemetery.
move on to the next cemetery.
We were trying to determine if there was some kind of connection, but thus far we've come up with no connections. They were all different races, different types of people, different families. But the only thing we hadn't determined was if they were after fingers, toes, hearts, heads. We just know that the graves were being defiled so far.
Mm-hmm.
They're after something, but what they're after we hadn't deciphered yet. And we didn't know how to do that other than maybe talk to family members.
Well, I guess let's go talk to them, see what's going on, and then. I mean, this is the only. If I remember right, this was the only graveyard that hadn't been defiled yet.
No, this was one of the ones that had been defiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. There were two that were, and the one that we were at previously with the pixie hadn't been defiled.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So we still have another one we need to revisit.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I guess we don't have anybody to question here, so we should just move on at this point. Yes.
Lead the way, Daddy.
All right. This way, and I start walking and point yonder as I go.
Okay. So Taddy, I'll use your token on the world map. So you guys start traveling east, keeping the shipwreck on your right for directional purposes.
Okay.
You'll pass by the distribution point on your way.
Yeah. I mean, I would during our travels, I would wager I would mention something about that gravestone being related to Remy, but I also know that majority of the people of the Shadowfae don't really have a home per se. They just kind of wander about in the Shadowfae. So I wouldn't know how to get a hold of them right away. Would I?
You would know that they have homes. They're just not addressed homes.
Oh, okay. I guess I misunderstood that from
Like-
the last one because
like-
I was
Family burrow sort type things.
okay. Well, in that case, on our way to the third gravesite, would there be Remy's family in?
Not on the way to the next cemetery, but you do recall roughly where their family resided. It's a little farther north. Kind of back the way you came from the first cemetery.
Okay.
So
So
over here ish.
okay. And where was on the other side of the distribution
Yeah,
center?
so the next cemetery is in this busted part of town over here, and the cousin's family is over here.
Well, then in that case, I would mention because it looks like we're a hell of a lot closer to the family spot. Maybe Remy's family can give us some information on what's being taken. Since we know one of the graves that was defiled was one of Remy's family members.
Let-
Do you want to
Let's do
stop
it.
and yeah?
Visit some fam.
Okay. So you'll start making your way up there. Now you haven't been back here in quite some time, Taddy.
Mhm.
So I do need a history check from you as you attempt to recall exactly where.
I mean, it's not a
And
1, but
it's not. So you get to the area where you're pretty sure they resided. You knew that they lived in the base of a large tree, kind of like amongst the roots of it.
Mhm.
You're
I know
walk,
a guy who lives in New York in a skyscraper too, but
but you get to the area where you're pretty sure the family resided. You all spend a good 20 minutes or so going around looking at the bases of trees, and you don't find any homes.
um okay. Well,
Are you sure this is the right spot, Taddy?
I mean, it's been years. Still, I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. It's been years since I've been here. I just know that they were around here somewhere. But I mean, if we can't find anybody,
Maybe they vanished.
I mean, they could have moved out. They could have left. I don't know. I've been with you guys up in there in the memory loss pits. So all that time, I just remember they used to live here, and I know it was Remy's family, and I know that name was a member of Remy's family, which means you know they should be able to give us some kind of information on what was stolen. But yeah, I don't know. It's the only lead I really had to help, and I guess at this point, I guess we just go to the unless anybody's got any ideas on how to track them down real fast. But I know we're running out of daylight, and I know we talked about going to the other grave site in case the defiler decides to go defile that one.
It is for record. It
For record,
is.
it is.
God damn, Brad.
Goddamn.
It is early afternoon. Take
Is it
about
the
two.
typing?
Huh?
Is it the typing?
No, it was feedback.
Oh, sorry.
Like I spoke and then it blew back into my ears.
Yeah, flew back
It
to
is
everybody's ears.
early afternoon, and it'll take about 2 hours to get to the next cemetery from where you are. The bits of information you do know is that the necromancer does what they do at night.
Yeah. So, well, yeah. Like I said, if nobody's got any ideas on how to figure out where they went, I suggest we just head back to the other gravesite, which we were originally heading to. Sorry. It was a shot in the dark. I thought
It was a
maybe
good
they might
idea.
still live here. Alright. Off we go to the other graveyard, I guess.
All right. So as I said before, along the way you'll pass by the distribution point. You'll
Do I
see.
recognize anybody as we go through?
Go ahead and make a perception check. You do not.
Okay.
Other than that one worker that you had spoken to the last time you passed through here,
Okay.
who, if I remember correctly, was a little satire boy. And he is still working there. You see him hand off a little parcel of food to a fellow fairy, who then skitters off back into the trees. But you continue on along your way into the abandoned city. Very much like before, when you pass through, you hear moans and wails and creatures moving in the shadows. But you never quite catch a glimpse of anything. But you make your way through the streets, arriving to was probably once like a courtyard area, which is now a cemetery.
Okay, well,
I have a completely unrelated question about the Shadow Fae.
Okay.
Is there ground here, or is it just so much stuff that's built up on docks and ships and wooden structures?
So it's
or
on
she.
a dock structure,
Uh-huh.
but it was built up to support tree life.
So there's soil?
To an extent, yeah.
Okay.
Not so much. Well, in the cemetery area, yes. But not so much this cemetery. This cemetery is like if you've ever seen a cemetery in like the Bahamas. So they don't bury their dead in the Bahamas. They forget what the fuck they're called. Like crypt them.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
No, not monastery.
Mausoleum or
Mausoleum.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what you're seeing here. So it's not tombstones and they're buried. This is like crypts. So there's 3 or 4 stacks. They almost look like filing cabinets, I guess is the best way to describe them.
They are kind of filing cabinets. Filing
Wall-
cabinets for
walls-
dead people.
Walls at the morgue. It's a waltz at the morgue.
But they're also scattered everywhere. It's not. This isn't like a building.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you release Gal real quick? Becca's computer finished updating.
She is
Thank you.
released.
Hey,
I'm in.
Daddy. I have
Yeah?
a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Would the inhabitants of the Shadow Fae be offended or angry if we were to take some dirt with us? As long as we're not getting it from graves?
I mean, as long as nobody's claiming that spot as theirs, no. But I mean, like, you know, if hobo is sitting on the ground and you try and take the dirt out from underneath him that he's sitting on, then he's probably gonna, take offense to it. But
Yeah. Community dirt is free for taking?
very much.
Okay. I think we should take some dirt so we can start growing fruits. The fruits that I have seeds for.
I mean, okay. I ain't gonna say no. Just yeah.
I forgot.
I-
you
it,
took the 101 there.
DM. That's broaden my knowledge on Earth in Haven. There isn't any like laws against taking dirt that's laying around, is there?
Not in the Shadow Fae.
Okay.
I know it's a scarce thing.
Yeah, right. That's why I asked.
So you guys have arrived at this crypt. If you want to retcon and say you took dirt when you were in the forested area, that's fine.
Okay.
What do you want to do? What's next?
Look for disturbed mausoleums, signs that the necromancer was here.
I will say go ahead and make investigation checks, as this place It's kind of run down, so it's more about determining what's intentionally broken versus what time has broken. Anybody who wants to.
Would you say investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Okay.
We know what we're looking for.
Okay. Pam, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I can investigate a little bit.
You're what?
Investigating a little bit.
Okay, go and roll your check. And Brad, anything for you?
Yeah, I'll join in. Sorry.
Nope, it's all
Running multiple things at once.
good. With the first natural 20 of the night.
What, what?
Pearl's just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah,
20.
let's investigate for me. Nothing crazy to be.
Pearl just kind of walks through and she's like, this one, this one, this one, not that one, that one. And she nails it. She's right. This crypt, of the 30 or so crypts that are busted, you can pick out 10 of them that were intentionally busted. The cracks are force-driven, if that makes sense. You know, it's like when you look at a broken windshield, you can tell if something hit it or if it was, like a rogue
Yeah.
pebble. So that's kind of what you're seeing on these 10, is that they were intentionally hit with excess force as opposed to just time doing its number on it.
This one being a mausoleum style, are there groundskeepers / guards, crypt keepers, anything like that?
No. So like I said, this isn't like a building that you walk into and the walls are lined with the crypts. It's all open aired, and there's stacks scattered around.
I'm kind of getting the Louisiana style in my head.
Yeah, kind of like that. Very much like that.
Okay, that's kind of what I'm picturing, but I do know that sometimes
no
those
guards,
styles.
No groundkeeper, no guard.
Okay, so then I guess nobody's gonna say no if we go check out the closest one that looks like it was desecrated.
Okay. The closest one had belonged to a tiefling. You don't recognize the family name.
Okay. I mean, obviously they broke in, desecrated or whatever. Does it look like they broke open the seal to get to the body?
Yeah. So you take a look at it, and the cement door essentially was broken, and then the body was removed and is now missing.
The whole body.
The entire body.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, if nobody's with me, I would relay that information.
Go ahead.
And check another one and see if anybody else, what everybody else is doing, if they're.
I'd like to see if there's a pattern in who's been chosen.
Okay. So of the 10, 3 of them were tieflings.
Same.
Two were gnomes. 2 were satyrs. And 3 were humanoid unknowns.
Any of the names look familiar?
Make a history check.
And were the Were the cabinets similar or not
They
any
were
more
all-
similar?
They were all commoner class. Nothing special about any of them.
Okay.
You do not recognize any of the family names.
Okay. And the whole body was taken from all of them?
Correct.
Okay.
Anything left behind in any of them?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Or investigation, your choice.
Is it okay if I follow suit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Beautiful. 26.
Damn. You guys were like fighting to see who got higher there.
Get out of my way, Ted.
I'm just doing the ones that I looked at. You do the ones you looked at. It will be good. We'll work together on this.
So you look around the crypts where the bodies are missing. Nothing seems to have been left behind. But as you get in and look closer, you can see that there are some scratch marks. Kind of at the doors of the crypts. Indicating that something scratched the walls on its way out of the tomb.
Like, tool or
And
monster?
Not a tool, but not quite a monster. It's like fingernails.
so okay, so I'm gonna quote my favorite movie here. Is this
No.
Wolverine or is this
It's like Hills Have Eyes, the chick that got dragged on the floor, kind of.
Oh, okay.
But not as gruesome. It's like something put its hand there to try to pull itself, and the grip slipped, and the fingernails left
And
a
is it-
scratch mark.
Out or in? Like something was trying to stay in or something was trying to
Being
come
drug out.
in. Yeah.
The pull direction is heading into the tomb. So it was either trying to pull itself out or it was getting dragged in.
Okay.
Gallon, what you up to?
I mean, I was doing the same thing. I was just looking through it.
Okay.
My perception check wasn't that very good. So
You get distracted by a beautiful glowing butterfly.
you know what? I'm not surprised. We don't have those where I'm at. We just have like floating bioluminescent algae
Jellyfish?
Is Galen telling people this?
and
as
jellyfish.
she's-
I love jellyfish. No. I mean, sure. She would be talking out loud.
I could see Gallon doing a SpongeBob pulling out a net, chasing down the jellyfish.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Gallon would be the SpongeBob.
Valid point. Can I try and catch the butterfly?
You absolutely
Can I try and catch the butterfly?
Go ahead.
Dexterity check.
How are you going to try to catch it, first and foremost?
Question.
With your bare hands? With your bow and arrow?
I was thinking about it,
Man.
but
Add another
oh my god,
headshot to the checklist?
Oh no.
you want to? No, I'm only gonna do that in actual certain circumstances.
When somebody really
Yeah, I'll
pisses
try it with
her
my bare
off.
hands.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity
Unless someone,
check.
pisses me off.
Oh god. I just fuck. Do I see her doing this?
You definitely turn around and see her, like, not jumping, but, like, tiptoe bouncing, reaching at this butterfly. And just narrowly missing it every time she reaches.
Gal, are you sure that's a butterfly, not a pixie? Remember, we're in the Shadow Fae.
I like after my bounce, I drop down and I knees slightly crouched, turn towards him, And I look back at the butterfly, and I would like to do a double check to make sure it is in fact a butterfly.
Make a nature check. With guidance, so roll a d4 as well. Wow, with a dirty 20. You are pretty damn confident that it is a butterfly.
Okay. And then I kind of like stand up straight and like just like nod.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Definitely butterfly. Definitely non-pixie if I don't know what a butterfly is.
Make another dex check.
I just remembered where we were. I'm like, fuck.
However, the butterfly is
Honestly,
poisonous.
I
and
also
when it
forgot where we
touches-
were. No, could you imagine?
You realize that trying to grab it didn't work so well. So you just kind of like hold your finger up in the air like a little perch. And it comes and lands on it and allows you to bring it down to your face so you can get a closer look at it.
I go practically cross-eyed at how close I bring it to my face.
It's a butterfly that glows slightly.
Excuse me.
Although Gal's happy.
Okay. It hangs around for a moment and then takes off. Flutters. About the time that it takes off, you all hear from around the corner. Ah, come on. Gotta get this body buried and get back to my soup. Coming from around the corner. Just out of my sight.
I'm gonna go peek around the corner.
I'm gonna ask everybody else if they see the scratch marks on the crypt.
I will go look at the crypts and see if I recognize any of those scratch marks or what they could be.
Okay, if you're trying to identify what made the scratch marks, make nature checks for me. Or survival. I'll let you choose either one. Teddy, you peek around the corner. You see...
Oh.
Totally brain farting on what the fuck they're called right now.
Groundskeeper?
No. Baldur's Gate
Gravedigger?
3, the old lady that you helped that ends up not being a human. The hell is that?
Oh, the hag?
A hag. There you go. So you see essentially a hag, but much smaller, almost dwarf-sized. She walks hunched over with robes, holding a cane with a little light lantern glowing atop it. Behind her are 3 red caps, all carrying a wrapped up body. And she walks and she's like, "Come on, we gotta bury him. The soup's gonna boil over if we don't get home soon." As for the rest of you, Silt, you would be able to determine that whatever made the claw mark based on each individual tomb is consistent with the species that was buried in that tomb.
Oh, you guys. I think we might have zombies.
I mean, necromancer that's taking bodies. He probably building a army would be my guess.
I'm guessing. They look very much ambulatory when they left their crypts.
But hey, there's a hag with a couple red caps burying somebody around the corner here.
Do I see any
know.
religious emblems around or anything like that?
There are a number of them. It's a cemetery, so if creatures were religious in any way, they were buried under their deity's emblem.
More specifically, like one that stands out that's not like that. I figure one that's like odd.
Like a cultist emblem? Is that what
Yeah.
you're getting at?
I mean, I'm being kind of generalized with it because I don't know what's around.
But you're leaning more in that direction.
Correct. Something that's not the typical, like, hey,
not
I was
normal.
buried with the, Christian cross or whatever kind of thing.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Whoa. If that helps.
With the 22, you see a number of emblems that you don't recognize. They are apparently from very old, mostly forgotten deities, but they don't strike you as out of place as you see those symbols repeating periodically throughout the cemetery. You don't see any indications, symbols, or emblems that are singular or out of place.
Okay. I'll take note of the older emblems.
Okay. Just make sure you make note of that in
Yeah.
your notes.
I will.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Who's doing what?
Well, I'd look at the group and say, well, I mean, now we know they're taking whole bodies. We know it's a necromancer. There's a good chance with the marks that they're alive. Well, should maybe undead or alive, one of the two. When they're leaving the cemetery, that
Well.
would, put one and one together to get two. Says necromancer's up to necromancer shit.
I'm gonna point my thumb at the haglet and the red caps carrying the dead body. I bet a fresh catch will be undeniable for a necromancer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I suppose there was the centaur and the other.
Well, the centaur was just
Cemetery, too.
a separate bounty, and he disappeared. We have no.
No,
clue
they
what.
were having a burial.
Oh, you mean the fresh one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
When you mean fresh, are
Yeah,
you
I'll-
talking like alive?
No,
Freshly
freshly
dead.
Hmm.
Freshly
Gal
not
has-
rotted.
I knew what you meant, Sil.
Gal's gonna remember that we just witnessed a centaur funeral, and she really regrets not looking at what the coffin looked like. That would contain a centaur.
Same.
I'm sorry, but like, do they like tuck their legs in, like bind them to their body in order to fit in the coffin, or do they adjust the coffin to fit the centaur?
It was like a
The human
stiff-legged
half
guitar
is
case.
Like no, that's what I want to say. Like a stiff-legged big box that they're like standing in.
No, it's like a guitar case. They get laid in sideways, flat. No.
Okay.
Centaurs, believing in the old world ways, do not believe in coffins. They believe in decomposition and do not bury their dead in coffins. They bury just their body,
Okay, cool.
so that the ground
Just the body, so the human part's taken up.
It's
Turn
like
into a
heads sticking
tree.
out.
Oh.
You
Okay,
guys are
good.
great.
Glad that was
I love
clarified.
all
I
of
just
you.
literally had that question literally pop into my brain of just like, what does that look like?
I mean,
No.
they were. It was already buried by the time we were there. They were doing the
the ritual.
ritual
Mm.
portion of it.
Yeah.
So
Well, then I'm still glad I asked the question. Curiosity confirmed. Thank you.
All right, so what do you guys do?
okay. So Sil, you wanna hang out here and see if they come after a fresh one, or you wanna go to the one that they haven't touched yet? Because we were talking about going
Hanging
to the
out
one
at
they
the-
didn't touch yet. Yeah.
Is that the
see it.
first one we were at?
Yep. North side.
Maybe you want to at least talk to this person.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that.
See if-
You're more the people person than I am, so I might want to let you.
Okay. Then I will.
I will say that she seemed to be in a rush. She was rushing her minions, saying that they needed to get back home for their stew. So,
Oh, well, maybe I'll offer to help. Whatever that means.
oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're not hiding or being sneaky or anything. So I will continue to not be sneaky and approach the hag.
I was sneaky when I was looking around the corner. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
So
gonna continue
they
to just
don't.
be somebody in
Yeah.
a cemetery.
Okay.
So you'll approach. Is everybody going or just Silt?
I'm going
Go
to.
with her.
Okay.
Uh,
So you come around the corner and you can see her standing there. She stands maybe 3.5 feet tall, more round, almost like a sphere. To really put it in perspective, with a long witch nose face sticking off the front of it, and she's standing there with her little staff with the lantern hanging off of it. She, come on, get him in. And you can see the 3 red caps trying to shift this cement door out of the way so that they can put the body in the tomb and then close it up.
okay. Greetings, my lady. I sense urgency in your speech. May I offer assistance?
Assistance isn't given. What do you want?
I'd like some information about these 10 graves that have been recently robbed.
After the collector, are we?
Yes.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, we are.
Madame Imra knows more than what people know to ask. Help my minions, and I will answer one question. If you want more answered, you must trade.
Okay. And I will turn to the group and say, everybody that would like to, let's help these guys. And then
Okay,
as we're in a group helping them together, I will ask, all right, we got one question. We better make it the right question. Ideas? Hive mind?
You will see as you approach to start working, the red caps will step back. All of their eyes are whited over, and they just kind of stand there.
Okay.
Well,
Like they don't trust us.
they're zombies.
Or zombified, if not a literal zombie.
We're gonna get eaten. Got it.
I mean, I know the feeling. Going to work every day.
Got it.
Yeah,
Just
Feel
another
that.
thing.
it's like that pre-coffee vibe. Just the.
Done.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, so you guys were gonna hive mind. Go for it.
This person is known as the collector, so she obviously knows stuff.
Is this person the collector, or is she saying that we're looking for the collector?
Can I roll an insight to see
Yes,
the
you may.
vibes I get from her? Ooh, not good.
She creepy.
She's creepy. I don't know. I don't think she is.
You don't
Wait,
think
didn't
she-
we? Wasn't the bounty on a specific, or was this an unknown?
No, it was a tiefling.
A tiefling.
Okay.
I guess more so what I was asking was a clarification of the DM's statement. She said we're looking for the collector, but then we get to ask Madam Madam Eva,
Imra.
Imra.
one question. So I guess I'm trying to clarify: is she speaking of herself as the collector? Before I ask the question.
No, she said the collector was the person that was emptying the.
Two
Great.
totally separate people.
Yeah.
She
Is Madame Imra. Silt
Got
was
it.
inquiring about the collector, was the reference there.
Yeah, I was gonna say she referenced the person we are looking for as the collector. The information we have says it's a tiefling named Zalrag.
Do you
And
know where it is?
per the information the DM gave us for files, we should have a picture of him.
Her.
Yes?
It's a her, but yes.
Oh, her. Yes. Have a picture of her. Okay.
I didn't put gender on the sheets, but Zalrag is a her.
Okay. So we know we're after a female tiefling named Zalrag.
I would suggest that whatever question we ask, the answer be something that's not dependent on time. Like, that's not going to change depending on what day. You know what I mean? Like, where is Zalrag could be the wrong
Subjective
question
to the
because.
time, yeah. Well, I mean, we already know the identity.
Mhm.
I didn't hear the name that Mike gave, so I apologize. But we already know the identity of the tiefling.
Zalrag. I'm saying that right. Pronouncing that
I
right.
mean,
If you're looking at the Haven map and you click on the Hunters Guild, it gives us a list of bounties, and you can just go down to the one
That's
that's
got the name on it.
yeah.
But if we ask at least where we can find it, at least it will give us an idea of really off by being here, or if there might be a chance to find it here. Because if it's been a long time, then chances are we're just wasting time.
Can we?
Does that make sense?
Can we just ask her for all of her information on this collector?
Ooh.
Well, she said one question.
That is
I
one
mean-
question.
Can you give us all information you have?
Yeah, and the answer to that is yes, and
Yeah.
not giving
Oh.
us the information.
Right.
yeah, I was going to say, be very careful with that. I think my vote is, what's the next target? If we
What's
know
the
what
next target?
If we know what the next target is, or what they're seeking, I hate using the word seeking because that's
Mhm.
very
Yeah, but-
generalized. You got to think of a more specific terminology for it.
The
But if you
problem
figure
we're-
out
I'm
figure
gonna
out
say-
specifically what the next target is for the collector, and we can beat the collector to it, then we have possession of that next target, and they have to come to us.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
If that makes sense.
yeah, I was going to try and stop you so you didn't have to go through the whole thing. The thing is we already know that he is hitting random targets. There's
She might
nothing-
know. She might have inside information though.
And they might be random to us just because we don't know the pattern,
Hmm.
or we don't know the methodology or the reason behind it.
We could qualify it with the most likely next target.
And also, if we say what's the next target, even if it's a random thing, they may know what the next target already is.
Hmm.
If that
Hell,
makes
she
sense.
might. They might have tea together.
yeah. Okay.
Or an idea is, how does one get in contact with the collector? If we can figure out how to contact them, we might be able to barter, or I mean, I don't know. Those are my two guesses.
Well, the this is all based off an assumption that she has any connection to the collector. I mean, if her main job is burying people, she's probably privy to a lot more information to these graveyards than we can imagine. But that doesn't necessarily mean she knows the person.
I mean,
It's
she
kind
knows.
of it's kind of like the front door man at a really busy skyscraper or whatever. You know, I mean, he sees people coming in and out all the time, packages being delivered, food being delivered. He's got routines. You know what I mean? That she could be like the doorman for the grave. She's full of information, but that doesn't mean she knows anybody personally.
Yeah, but you don't have to know somebody to know everything about them. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind
Well,
of
we're
paradox, but
brainstorming, right, to try and figure out what the one good question is. That's why I'm,
yeah.
Just
Um,
pros and cons.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is there any way I can tell if this woman is gonna be deceitful when
Make a history check to see what you recall about hags.
Can I do the same?
Sure.
Would I remember her being around?
One second. Pearl and
Possible.
Gallon, you two have never interacted with a hag, so you're not sure what their game is, if they even have one. Taddy, you're not familiar with Madame Imra specifically, but you are aware of hags. They are like the witch doctors of the Shadow Fae, and it's a lot of deals and not so much deceit or trickery, but hidden messages. It's like you really
Gotcha.
got to read the fine print when dealing with them type situations.
So, like a rogue
like-
skilled without being a rogue.
Like they like their rhymes and riddles, and if you don't pay
Yeah.
really close attention, you'll get confused on the meeting and agree to something you didn't want to.
So, okay. Well, if we're still brainstorming, I'm gonna lay my ask for information back on the table, but instead of a can we word it in a way that gets her to answer?
You can do whatever you want. This is D&D.
No, that's for the group, Mr. Didi. Damn, that's for the group. Sorry.
I mean, if you word it as in what information do you know of the collector, she's just going to tell you, well, I know this, I know this, I know this, but she's not going to give you any specifics.
Can we just add the word all in there? Give us all the information you have on the collector?
That's a statement more than a question.
Mm-hmm.
Frida says hello.
Hey,
Hello, Frida.
puppy.
Look at that baby.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
I don't know. It's tough. I lean towards if we can gain what the collector wants, they got to come to us. If we have what they want, then we have them hook, line, and sinker. They'll eventually come and find us.
What if we ask her what it is that we have that the collector wants? I know that's making an assumption, but there's a good possibility that we have something that somebody doing stuff wants, and then we could follow that angle to try to find them.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like that's a large assumption.
Mm-hmm.
But that also goes back to if we know what they want, then we can go get it. And I mean, and I say know what they want loosely because you have to ask specifically. Like that's why I was saying, ask specifically what the next target is, right? Um,
Well, that could be simply answered with a whole body,
Yeah.
because we know she's taken whole bodies.
Is there a particular grave the collector is gonna go to next?
Cutting in
I
and
was
out.
And if
pretty
so,
bad
which
there,
one?
Becca.
Is that?
No.
Oh, sorry, never mind.
I caught enough of it. I think what she's saying is does she know,
A
or
specific
not does she
grave
know?
that the collector's going
Yeah.
for next.
Yeah,
That's what I caught out of that.
yeah, that's what I caught too.
I mean that makes more. You can't word it as in. Do you know what the specific?
No, just what specific graves will the collector most likely visit next, collect from next?
How is the collector picking her graves?
That might give more information.
Might again, it might be random.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could ask why specifically the collector is taking the bodies. Because if we know what ritual they're trying to do or why they're collecting the bodies, then we might be able to use that against them. But again,
The
that's
answer
another.
could be building an army.
Yeah. And the question becomes, where do you hide that army? Where do you hide that amount of
How about
bodies?
how about we ask what she know what she knows of the collector's I don't want to call them adventures, tasks, tasks for lack of better terms, schemes, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we're gonna ask all these questions of ourselves, and we're gonna go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on it.
Yeah.
I will remind you, she said she'll answer additional questions, but you'll have to trade for those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So if you can't settle on one question to ask, you do have that option.
Okay. How about one big question to start things off with, and then we can come up with little ones afterwards. What's the one big question that
Have we
be helpful?
seen him recently? Know anything about his past?
That's subjective.
Where is he going? There's so many questions.
Alive or dead, Gallon? Yes. According to the Hunters Guild's mark, they're wanted dead or alive. 500 gold. The second biggest one. If you count the werewolf, that's 800 alive. The necromancer's 500. So
Ouch. Get out. Out.
I don't wanna.
Free.
What did I do?
Gonna make me.
I mean, the only thing the only other specific thing I can think of is where is the collector located? But then again, that could be a generalized question too.
Yeah.
I say we just pick a question when we run with it at this point, because at this point we're second guessing ourselves.
Yeah.
Becca's in the chat for you guys. Just
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Just want to make sure you guys don't miss her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The direction I'm leaning.
we can ask that, and hopefully she's got an answer.
Yeah.
But that would point us.
Let's run
Okay,
with it.
let's do it.
Do we need to make any like strength checks or anything for?
No, all of you working on it. It's the body of what you assume to be a gnome-sized creature. So
Okay.
there's no issue there, and then amongst all of you, there's no issue sealing the catacomb.
Okay. So when we're finished, I'll turn back and to Imra and say, Imra,
Yes.
where is the location of the most likely next target of the collector?
Well, she works in tens. She took the 10 here and has moved on to the other cemetery. I'm not sure how many she's taken there, but if it's not 10 yet, that's where she'll be next.
Very good. I'll look at the group and see if they want to ask any more questions. I'm satisfied with that.
I remember
Earl's
how many
happy with that
graves.
answer.
Do I remember how many graves were at the other one?
Were they 4? Oh,
There
I
were
don't know.
There-
7 disturb. Well, 8 disturb, but you watched one of them get buried there, so 7.
Okay. So if the collector's working in tents and we need to go back to the other grave, that's a. But I would suggest we find some type of hiding spot,
Mm-hmm.
because if she sees us standing around, she's not going to come in.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best thing we can have to go off of, I suppose.
Okay. I would thank the hag for her information.
Yeah, I will also thank her and introduce myself as Silt and wish her happy eating of her soup.
I do look forward to it, and a pleasure to make your acquaintances. Should you ever need any assistance, feel free to call upon me. I'm just slightly north of the cemetery here in the old abandoned windmill. Can't miss it.
I'll give her my most suave kitty cat smile.
She'll kick one of the redcaps. On with you now. Back home. Let's go. She nudges at them with her cane, and they start moving. Until next time, dearies. Don't forget to call upon me.
Making friends everywhere we go. Well, all right. What time of day is it now?
Pre-dinner. So between 4
Pre-dinner.
and 5.
So, just about enough time to go find or make some hiding places and hunker down, I suppose.
Yeah.
You guys will get over there kind of as dusk is starting to set in, which will give you 30 minutes to an hour to do any prep work before nightfall.
Is it possible to walk within eyesight of the water during that? Or do we pass the water at all? I should
No.
ask.
You gotta cross from one side to the other.
Okay, cool. Cool. Cool beans. Gale?
So I would once we get to back to the grave site, I would reiterate the fact that we're talking about grave robbers. Grave robbers, like any other robber, doesn't really want an audience for their work. So let's, I don't know, maybe encircle the graveyard and find hiding spots suitable for yourself to stay out of sight.
There were trees in this one, right?
Yes.
I think so. Is this the map that we're on currently, our tokens?
Yeah.
And pull me back.
Yeah. I mean, worst comes to worst, I kind of look a little grungy. I can always pretend like I'm being a necromancer digging up shit.
I will open up the rest of the map here for you guys. Where's my mask tool? There you go. Give you a little more surrounding area.
Oh, there's a building.
Yeah, there's a little rundown cottage.
Does it look like there's life in the cottage?
No. Very
Okay.
rundown. You peek through the windows and all the furniture is trashed.
We're in the Shadowfade. That don't mean shit. I'm looking for.
Yeah,
like-
but you would know if something lived here, there would be a stool or a hammock or something. In this building,
Yeah.
everything is trashed.
Okay. So, I want to perch myself right on the roof's edge of the building. I think that would give me a pretty good view.
Is the outline of this map like the outline of where graves are? It's all cemetery.
So the cemetery itself, you can see where the tombstones are. There's a few burial mounds in this area, as well
Okay.
as the tree hangings for like the pixie graves. Outside of that, it's all trees.
I don't know what the height of the building
Yeah,
is.
I got you. Give me just a second.
Okay.
I think I'm going to find a dark, large tree to climb into.
I have my crossbow at the ready.
What kind of area did you want to be in? So,
Yeah, trying to decide. Where is everybody else going to? Because I'm thinking like, ping.
Well, I got a bunch of plate mail on, so
Maybe you should just be inside the building.
I'm thinking probably about here.
Yeah. If nothing else, act like your necromancer self doing weird shit in there.
so for the record, on the building, there's only one door, and it's right there.
Okay. Where's the windows at?
You're standing right next to one. Those little blue things.
Okay, so that window is looking out this direction then.
Correct.
And I can't see over here, right?
Correct.
Is there a window that happens to see that direction?
No.
doke.
So your best bet would be to stand by the door with the door cracked and or open to see in that direction.
All right.
Pearl,
Who's got earrings able to talk to each other?
Oh,
Gal and Taddy.
Yeah.
I'm looking up my
Before
thing
we-
right now.
before we do all that here, I'll use my psychic whispers.
Pearl, you're staying outside the house, but kind of tucking around the corner.
Yeah.
Pearl, how stealthy are you? Pearl, you might want to be in the building too.
So,
Like literally inside the building?
Yeah, because you and Odessa are big, clanky, loud.
Or can be big, clanky, loud.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna stay in the same area, like the window that I.
So you can see out that way.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go over like this area where a tree will be.
Up in the tree, right? Or down on the ground, just in the shadows?
Up in the tree.
I'm gonna open the door a crack.
Okay.
And make sure I position myself to where, like, I know you know what I'm talking about, where you're not lit up by the crack,
Yeah.
but can still see through it.
Mm.
Yep.
But one of the things I'm going to do is, because of the clothing that I'm wearing or the cloak that I'm wearing, I'm going to rub dust, dirt, whatever I can, debris on myself and on the cloths that I have around the trident. Basically make myself look disheveled.
So you're gonna hobo up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I
simplify it? Yeah.
Can I use my disguise ability to like look like a tree branch person?
You can
thing?
certainly try.
Look like a tree branch person. I love it.
You're
I guess
proficient
it's
with
just
that,
illusion,
right?
isn't it? Yeah, well, it's just what is it?
Yeah. So
I think it's just
I don't remember which ability it is for disguise kits.
many faces says look different until the spell ends.
Oh, you want to use the spell?
Just the no, it's the invocation, so it's not
Yeah.
a spell for me, but it's illusion spell is what it is.
Look different. Yeah, your mask of many faces. Yeah, so you can maintain your shape and just change the color tone of all of your stuff.
Okay, then I would like to look like the tree that I am in.
Okay. That'll definitely give you advantage on any stealth checks, as long as you remain motionless.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe I should have gotten closer.
Anybody else doing anything preparation-wise?
okay, so I used my psychic whispers right before we split up. Everybody has psychic whispers, so as long as we're within a mile of each other, we can talk telepathically. I'm gonna take a moment while I'm sitting up there to do the meditate thing, so I can get my die size back because I just rolled an 8.
Okay.
And yeah, just make sure everybody's aware that they have the psychic whispers again, like we've all used before in the past. So if you see anything, telepathically let the other ones know. That way we don't alert our target to our presence.
I forget. Does that one allow us to talk to each other or just talk to you?
It's
No,
all
it talks
everybody.
everybody.
Everyone.
Yep. The earrings are the ones that are specific. Right now, the only ones who have earrings are me and Gallon, because we were first mates on our separate ships.
For purposes, Chest Rock is in Taddy's bag, correct?
Yes. Oh, I could give him Psychic Whispers too. I had enough points for that.
And Frick is with you, correct? So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not giving it to him.
Food.
Yeah.
As we're getting settled, I'm gonna feed him a lot too, so that he has sleepy tummy.
Okay.
And can I make an animal handling check to
Sure can.
hopefully?
Well, I think
Cross
that
your
the
fingers,
animals have
y'all.
to speak a language anyways. Or whoever gets Psychic Whispers has to
They
speak a
do.
language. And they don't, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, whew, 19.
And what are you trying to do with that check?
Get across to him that it's time to be calm and quiet, and get him to chill out in my backpack quietly and still.
Okay. So it's like how I have my
Um,
dogs trained that Mimi's is get in bed, lay down, shut up.
Yep. Go to your place.
Okay.
I would in case Chesrock hasn't been paying attention, which I'm about 98% sure he has, but in case he hasn't,
Oh, he always done that shit.
yeah, usually he is. But just to be safe, I will relay the fact that we are trying to hunt a bounty. I'm gonna loop him in with the rest of the crowd to telepathically talk. Since he's sentient enough to hold full conversations and can see things. If he wants to,
when you give him the psychic whisper, you all immediately hear, "Good afternoon. This is BBC Radio." In his somewhat British accent that I fail at constantly, but get right sometimes.
if he wants to help us keep an eye out for our target, do so. But just remember that
Go potty.
don't do anything flashy to get their attention.
He says, "Will do," and we'll fly over to the other corner to help keep a lookout. All right. Anybody else got anything they want to prepare as the sun starts to set?
Crossbow.
Okay.
Loaded, cocked,
Yeah.
ready to go.
I my crossbow out as well.
Okay. Last call for alcohol. Nobody nothing. Okay. The sun sets. The night, the cool air starts to come in from over the trees. As the night creatures come to life. You could hear the critters and the nocturnal creatures starting to move through the brush and the trees. Everybody make a perception check. Okay. Beautiful. As you're all standing or sitting, perched, whatever you are, keeping an eye and an ear, intently listening for anything, you hear a branch snap. Off in the distance, and a moment passes, you hear another one.
Everybody hears that, or
Everybody.
okay.
And I'm pinging on the map where you hear them.
Mm-hmm.
And a moment later, a little dwarven boy steps out into the cemetery. Comes over into the center of the courtyard. Kneels, places a small bouquet of dying flowers. And sits there, whispering quietly to the tombstone.
I try and overhear what he's saying.
Can make a perception check at disadvantage because of the distance.
I'd like to do that too.
Go ahead. Gallon, what do you mean by that? Yeah, y'all didn't hear shit.
Anyway. Well, also, can I read his lips?
His back is turned to you, so no, you can't. But good call.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, it was just that one time it broke up a little.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. Okay, cool. Can I tell if it's a disguise?
Not with a 7 on a perception check, you can't.
Oh, excuse me.
Odess, you pick out a few words here and there, like miss you, mom's okay, school's okay, you know, typical filling them in on their life type grave talk.
I'd use a psychic whispers to relay. I ain't hearing shit, but he doesn't appear to be doing anything.
I'm trying to see if he sounds like genuine or if this sounds like a ploy, like a help me, I've fallen and I can't get up kind of thing. You know what I mean?
There's no sincerity to his voice. It's almost like you can tell he's not lying about what he's saying, but he's not. He's there because he has to be, not because he wants to be. Type situation.
I would relay that to everybody as to what's going on.
I say we wait unless he starts digging shit up.
We're casting a spell.
Yeah.
Few more
Can I see
minutes.
anything in his hands or anything other than the flowers? Or is he like making any? I should specify, being a magic user and familiar with somatic verbal material components, does it appear that he's using anything that I would recognize, whether that be hand gestures, material-wise, or anything that would be for a spell per se?
He's like sitting there picking at his fingers while he's talking. Like, out of boredom.
Okay. Yeah, I don't... It doesn't look anything out of the ordinary, guys. Looks like just a kid. Personally.
With my background, I would wager that this could be a casing or a lookout or a decoy to draw out anybody who might be looking for the collector. So I would suggest just letting this play out. Because if he is what I think he might be, the collector will be coming soon.
God, that sounds ominous. The collector will be coming soon.
You gotta watch the movie The Collector.
No, thank you. I don't think that's my type.
It is a good movie. Though.
It is a great movie.
Few minutes goes by. The young dwarven boy gets up, brushes off his pants, puts a hand on top of the tombstone, kind of like an attaboy pat, and then turns and runs off into the woods.
Which way does he run?
Back the way he came.
Okay. That's a good
Out
sign,
this
maybe.
way. Time carries on. Few hours pass. It's coming up on midnight. I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, no, a check, not a saving throw. I know.
Man.
This isn't for like poison or anything, is it?
No, nothing like that.
Stay awake.
Well,
That's
that's
exactly what this is. All right.
What? Why do I need a constitution? I go hours on jobs. Seriously?
Need one from Odess.
I'm getting you right now.
Alrighty. Appreciate you. Pearl and Gallon, you have both fallen asleep.
Oh no.
I don't think either of you have had a broken nose, so I'm not going to say you're snoring. Although I do think we made it canon that Pearl snores.
I snore a bit.
I think we did make it canon that she snores a bit.
Can I hear it?
Call that.
A bit.
Me or
I bet.
Otis hear it?
I bet Odess hears it.
Odess definitely hears it. Go ahead and make a perception check, Taddy. Let's see if you can hear her.
Can we hear it psychically? Can we hear their dreams? Their thoughts as they're falling off to sleep?
It's coming.
Don't
it's
think so.
getting
Um,
blood.
knowing that you
Great.
know Pearl, I will say you're able to pick out just the slightest little every once in a while. But it could easily have been mistaken as natural sounds.
Okay, so
By the way, there's two very different dreamscapes here.
Imagine so.
She'd be dreaming about blood, and mine would be just like catching butterflies in the shadow Fae.
right. So if I was, did I catch that? I'm sorry. I had a slight interruption there.
Good.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, if I caught that, yeah, I would definitely send a psychic whisper to Pearl. Actually, I would send it to everybody. Hey, if you're asleep, wake up.
Oh, did somebody fall asleep?
I hear snoring.
Oh. Roll call. Who's awake?
Pearl and Gallon make another Constitution. Now make it a save.
Pearl's awake. Ellen's awake.
I'm here. Yeah.
Yep, you both. Yep, I'm up. So you continue to look around. Go ahead and everybody make another perception check for me.
Okay. I would re-up on the psychic whispers because I don't have a limit on those.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do that. If you do, you need to roll anything or?
I mean, I can if you want me to, but it's just a count on how many people I can give it to.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Everybody gets it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a D8, so
Yeah. Let's see here. Who got what?
Hey, how long have we been here for?
Couple hours at this point.
Yeah.
Long enough that it could be a short rest, or if you have elven lineage, a long rest for your meditative purposes.
Yes. Haha.
No use of spell slots.
Get that one back.
So,
But
yeah, go through and do that
I've-
stuff manually because it'll be different for each person.
DM, I'm checking something because, and I have a feeling you'll pick up what I'm putting down. I think there's some stuff that's going to be happening.
I need a con save from you, Odess. You will not get the benefits of the rest
Okay.
because of your particular situation. So
Yeah.
undo whatever.
There's some
you
other
just
stuff
undid.
going on too, I think. So
Quite possibly.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Anybody else got anything while Odess is looking that up?
No.
Oh, good.
There's, well, I'll message you real quick, and then that will determine how I run that.
If it's about that item I'm tracking and you're up to date on it.
What?
The what?
Well, apparently it won't let you whisper the GM anymore. Isn't it like /W GM?
No, it's W backslash,
Oh.
isn't it?
No, I think it's /.
And you got to capitalize the GM.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, /W.
I don't know.
Capital G, capital M.
You don't have to
Both letters.
capitalize it.
You don't?
Apparently. No.
If you're nervous, just like check it first. Just send like W/
A
GM test.
Katie.
That was
Yeah,
just where my
exactly.
fingers were.
There you go.
That works.
That works.
Symmetrical.
You're up. Like I said, Brad, you're up to date on that.
Okay.
I'm keeping track of it.
I was just trying to make sure I'm keeping track of it so that I
Nope,
can actually.
That's why I
roll
put in the
through that
wonderful
shit.
at DM's discretion thing. So I'll send you a whisper back.
Okay. Whisper. So you guys hear in your heads.
That's what's going on with you.
Ah,
You're-
okay. That's what I figured was happening, but
Yep. Nope. That's it. With those perception checks, though, for most of you at least, you'd start to see a little glow coming from the center of the courtyard, about there. It is not a natural glow. Anybody proficient with Arcana can make an Arcana check.
Okay. Wah.
Womp womp. I feel like that needs to be like a background thing that happens every time we roll like below a 10. Just womp womp. That's got to be like a nat 1.
Even with a 12, though, you would recognize that a gate is about to open.
I will relay that information to everybody in the approximate place if somebody didn't see it.
So you all get 1 moment before it opens.
Oh, the gate's opening?
It's about to.
Like, is this a gate to another dimension or another place on this plane?
You don't
Or
know.
just don't know? Okay.
Some type of arcane gate.
Okay.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was like a gate, like a metal iron gate opening. For some, I don't know why I was picturing that in my head.
Why is there a gate?
It's like a Doctor Strange portal about to open up.
You would probably hear Otis like whispering in his head. Wait, can they hear thoughts, or is it just if we're talking to each other?
It's just if you're talking to each other.
Yeah, Taddy would have to give us the specifics, but I think you have to specifically indicate a message to be sent for the psychic whisper.
I feel like it's like AM or FM channels.
You get your own.
I wasn't sure if it was like an open
Thoughts
mic
are AM.
thing, or...
Yeah, so it,
Open mic, FM.
here, I'll read it all out loud. You can use your psychic abilities to establish telepathic communication between yourself and others, perfect for quiet infiltration. As an action, you give yourself and at least one other creature the ability to speak telepathically with each other. When you do so, I roll a dice. It chooses how many I can
give it to.
Put it on. Yeah. For 1 hour, the chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them. To send or receive a message, no action required. You and the other creatures must be within 1 mile of each other. A creature cannot use this telepathy if it can't speak any languages, and a creature can end the telepathic connection at any time, no action required. You and the creature don't need to speak a common language to understand each other.
The takeaway is you can speak to each other, so it has to be a conscious, I'm sending the message to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm hearing not have to.
Exactly. So thoughts are not broadcasted, only specific messages.
Yeah, I don't really want to be in Otis's head, so that's a creepy place.
Don't blame you. Okay. Anybody doing anything preparation-wise?
Same preparations I made an hour or so ago.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't have much to.
Yeah.
Well, the gate will open, and through it will step Zalrag, as orchestrated, along with 4 zombie companions. She will step through the portal and stop and take in the night air, look around. And start walking through the cemetery. The zombies just stand there.
By the portal?
4, not 17.
So the portal closed behind them. It was like open long enough for them to walk through, and then it closed.
I'll ask everybody if we want to try to keep her alive for information or just
I might be able to charm her.
Ooh.
If I can charm her, maybe we can just get her to come with us and turn herself in.
well, I recently learned a lesson and I think I can.
Katie, I need that stealth check at advantage from you.
Okay.
From earlier. I forgot to have you roll it.
I mean, if you guys want to give me a chance to sneak up on her and charm her, then I
Well,
can go do that.
but
Worst case scenario, it doesn't work and she dies.
I also have suggestion, which is like beefed up charm.
While you guys are having that conversation, she walks over to where the centaur had been buried. Just, this one here, my children. The zombies, and I'll start making their way over before falling to all fours and start clawing at the dirt mound where the centaur was buried.
Well,
I'll let everybody know it's the centaur.
The difference between charm person and suggestion is the charm person lasts for an hour. It's not a I tell her what to do. It's for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
She's my friend.
Do you think an hour is enough to get back to? Or I guess we could get her tied up.
Mm-hmm. It'll give us an hour to do something with her. Whatever we decide to do.
What breaks that if we...
Anybody attacks her?
Okay, is tying her up considered attacking her? That's my question.
Anything harmful is the verbiage.
Yeah.
That's pretty gray.
Tying somebody up isn't technically harmful.
Unless they have...
Taddy, having that spell, you would know that the charmed condition, the creature will not be able to attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects, and the charmer will have advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. So it will make her more susceptible to anything you try to do conversationally, but it will not guarantee compliance.
Yeah. Would if I okay, so I mean, if I can charm her to get her to stand still long enough for you to use your suggestion, so can you
I don't need her
in?
to stand still. I just need her to fail a save, a wisdom save.
Okay, well that's essentially what charm would have to do is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you want to try suggesting that she turns herself in for us, or go with us to turn herself in.
All the way with us.
Yeah, come with us peacefully to turn yourself in. That's
that's
I
not.
would use.
That's not specific enough. I got this.
Yeah, you got it.
The zombies having made quick work of the shallow burial mound, Zelreg now stands over the corpse of the deceased centaur, and you can see red and green necrotic energy flowing from her hands as she's casting a spell over the body.
Can I cast suggestion on her right now?
What is the range on that?
30 feet. What's the geometry in my tree? Geometry.
I'm gonna try to move to that other tree right there.
You are just outside of 30 feet.
Damn it.
Do you need to get in close?
I need to get just closer.
I can distract her.
Brad, you were saying something before.
No, I was communicating with Silt and asking her if she needs to get close. And she said she needed to get closer, so I'm gonna offer two things. I can either blind the shit out of her, or I can distract her.
I'm afraid if you distract her, she'll go the other way. I mean, I could just jump out of the tree and hope
I mean,
that my spell
I can,
works.
I mean, I can also like snap a branch and kind of lean her towards my direction.
Her,
Wait a minute. Wait. I got this.
her
I'm going to
ritual
use.
ends as the centaur rises out of the grave. She steps back. Good.
I'm going.
Let's make our way, children.
Well, I'm going to. I'm gonna hop from tree to tree to get over, like. And I'm gonna tell people I'm doing it. Like, I'm going. I'm doing this now or never.
Okay. Make a regular stealth check.
So, are you trying to cast your suggestion?
Yeah.
Is the tree that I'm in the same height as a building?
It is not. I forgot to adjust your height.
Okay,
Before
thank
you take that stealth check,
Okay.
would you give her advantage on that stealth check if I stumbled out of the door acting like a drunkard coming out? Basically, catching her attention as Silt's moving. With the thought behind it being the brain can't focus on two different things at one time.
Yeah, I'd give advantage on that.
I stumble out the door like a drunkard.
Okay, go ahead and move your token.
I am still not. Well, unless I can use guidance. Then I'll use guidance.
For this, yeah, I'd say you could hit yourself with it before you move.
So 14.
So Odess, you are gonna stumble out the door, acting like a drunkard. Go ahead and make a performance check.
I love it.
I felt that one coming.
I mean, it can't be too hard to act like a drunkard.
We'll see. It's a lot easier to just be a drunkard. Okay.
I don't know if guidance applies, but throw it in there.
Not the greatest thing. So you come stumbling out, and she immediately looks and notices you. And so you see the distraction in your window. You leap to the first tree, miscalculating the strength of one of the branches. And it snaps as you grab onto it, causing her to turn back and see you. And she goes, "My children, no witnesses."
I'm still dressed as a tree, though.
I know.
Okay.
I had her roll a perception check.
Okay.
Versus your stealth check. She saw you.
All right.
I need everyone to roll initiative as she goes, "My children, no witnesses."
Damn it.
Oh,
Do I get a
man.
reaction? Do I get a reaction for that before we go into combat?
You can say something, but you can't do anything.
Never mind. Well, actually, he's probably gonna yell out loud, "Well, fuck!"
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna laugh. Can't win them all.
I mean, we can take her dead. So, like, we do what you
Yeah.
gotta do.
Yeah. That's why I'm laughing.
2, 3, 4, 5. That is all the initiatives with Taddy up top.
Okay.
Keeping in mind, I'm still acting like a drunkard, so the "well, fuck" came out like a drunkard speech. Or at least his best drunkard speech.
I am going to take advantage of the fact that she doesn't know where I'm at. True.
For the purposes of your sneak attack, that is correct.
Okay, so I have advantage on this?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me. Dirty 20.
Sneak attack on.
22 points.
All right, and let's see. I wanna. Can I like try and sneak over this other tree and hide?
You can like jump over there and try to dip out of eyesight so she doesn't know where you are, or they don't know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead with a stealth check. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No, I did some damage and I hid myself. I don't think I can make a second shot. I gotta use my daggers for that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Pearl, you're up.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna move to the door so I can have like it's still kind of open, right?
Yeah, it's wide open from Odess.
Beautiful. I'm
That's
gonna
5,
move.
10, 15, 20 will put you right in the doorway.
Okay, perfect. And I am going to shot zombie 4 right in the head, middle of the forehead.
Zombie 4, you don't have line of sight. You'll have to step over here to see
Okay.
the tree. Now you can.
Perfect. Bang bang, motherfucker.
That will hit.
Bang bang. I love it.
It's just
It's so good.
4 points of damage for your first attack.
Bang bang again.
The best part is I could totally imagine Pearl doing this.
Yeah.
Just in the
She's still waking
middle
up
of the-
like
Yeah, totally. And I want to do my violent. I got a
Okay.
beautiful critical hit.
All right. So give me just a second. Make sure we do this right.
Mm-hmm.
So you will drag that effect onto yourself.
Yeah.
And then roll the damage.
Yes.
And then make sure you mark off a violent shot.
Yes.
Beautiful. And with the crit effect, you shoot just at the base of the skull, and due to the level of necrosis on this body, its head explodes.
damn.
Thank you.
Wow.
this is happening right in front of me too. Oh, zombie's
yeah,
head just exploded.
You were in the splash zone a little bit there, so.
No shit.
Anything else for your turn, Pearl? Still have.
No, I'm gonna blow it a kiss to the rest of the zombies. Just, and do the little silly little pirate little dance. Just to be silly. You know me.
Okay. That will bring us to Zelreg's turn. Just going to, as an action, if I could fucking find it. There it is. cast Mage Armor on herself. And as a bonus action, you will see her hands with that same red-green necrotic energy swirling in the air as she summons a few more zombies. And I'm missing one. This one. 5. If that wasn't indication for you, you are not hidden, Taddy.
What?
You are not
shit.
hidden.
Oh. I'm still 15 foot in the air, so.
Yeah. And they all take their turn immediately after her. So let me get those sorted. Here we go. That is her turn. Zombie slam into Odess with a hit. This zombie will turn over to here, starting to claw at the tree underneath you, Silt. Can't quite reach you. This one does the same. This one starts clawing up at you, Taddy. This one is going to step in to slam at you, Odess, with a miss. This one's clawing up at you, Taddy. Clawing at you, Taddy. Gallon, you're up.
I am casting Hunter's Mark on Zalrag.
Okay.
And then I am going to shoot with my bow and arrow.
Right. Before you do that, roll a stealth check to see if you were hidden.
Okay. Stealth check.
You were not.
Okay, that's fine.
So, just take your turn normally.
Right. But I still get the Hunter's Mark. And
The Hunter's Mark, yes.
Dread Ambusher.
Yeah, so you get the Dread Ambusher attack. And then your Hunter's Mark damage, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hunter's Mark damage is
If it
only
hits.
for one attack per turn.
Right.
I remember.
Yes. So much?
No, it's an extra 1d6 every time you hit it for an hour.
First one's a miss.
Alright, so first shot misses.
I'm changing dice. I already don't feel good about this. I already worry for Silt safety.
Second shot hits. So this one will just be your Hunter's Mark.
Do I need to do anything for that, or is it good?
You have to put the effect on yourself.
1
The
second.
damage dice effect.
Yeah.
Did I do it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so 8 points of damage there. And then you get one more attack because of your Dread Ambusher.
Mm-hmm.
That one
Bitches.
misses.
Alright, fine. That is my turn.
Alrighty. Frick is going to stay quiet where you put him, Silt, and Odes. Might be muted, Brad.
Yeah, I'm doing some math here real quick. Just so, if I can remember them.
Do some cleric shit, bro. Do some cleric shit.
I'm about to do some cleric shit here in just a minute. I want to delete that pointer. I don't know how to, though. I forget. How do you delete the pointer?
Right click, go to the pointer, and then delete this or delete all.
Ah, got it.
There we go. I got it on you this time, Gallon, but I just made a concentration effect for the Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
That doesn't include the damage. So the one that just says Hunter's Mark, you'll put on yourself when you cast the spell to show that you're concentrating on it. That way if you get hit, it'll automatically roll the concentration check. And then when you go to use the damage against the creature, you just drop that damage effect on yourself.
Okay.
So for my turn, I'm going to use... Basically, you guys are going to see Otis shout something out. And he does little mumbo jumbo with his hands. And you'll see a storm cloud appear. 60 feet in radius. I have a token. Do you want me to drop the token on the map and see what it does?
No, because the tokens interact with your guys' tokens really weird. Like, if you put a token overlapping all the character tokens, you won't be able to click on your tokens.
Gotcha.
So it's okay for, like, single square tokens, like Clouded Daggers and stuff like that, but the big area ones, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work? Okay. Can I drop it down just a little bit so it's not covering that? Yeah, there we go.
Over right there.
So yeah, that's perfect. So the storm cloud's going to come down, and then a lightning bolt is going to, if I did my math correctly, I believe all these zombies 6, 9, and 8 are all within 10 feet of each other. Give or take, if I did it wrong.
You would have to strike dead center on the tree for that, which would pass through Tatty.
Actually, I specifically looked up the spell to make sure that it would not go through Tatty. The cylinder is 10 feet tall. Tatty is 15 feet.
Which spell are you casting? Let's start with that.
Call lightning.
That's what I thought. It is centered on a point you can
that
see,
I can see
within range directly above you.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Directly. What?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. I'm assuming. Yeah.
Centered on a point you can see within range directly above you. Okay, so the range is 120 feet, but you can only range straight up, is how I'm reading that.
That's fucking retarded for that spell, then. But even then, if that's the case, that's totally fine. You can center it on me. That's totally fine. I'll still get the effect I want
so it'll
out
be
of it.
there. So how high above you do you want it to be?
Oh, Tatty, you're gonna get fucked on that one then. Wow. Okay. Can I take that? Well, no, fuck it. I'm gonna run it with it. I'll put it, I guess, right above my head, which would make it a 10-foot cylinder from that point.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense because that's not going to strike anybody. That would only strike somebody who's taller than me. Then at that point,
So the
if they're
storm
under,
cloud, the bubble is just the storm cloud, and then from the storm cloud, you call down bolts of lightning to the ground or to the creature. So you're just creating the storm cloud. So casting it so it like is right above your head will create a giant 60-foot radius cloud from your height 10 feet up, creating thick visibility.
oh, okay.
And then you'll call a lightning
So I
bolt
guess
down from
I
that.
can still go like 120 feet up then at that.
Yeah, you could put it 120 feet in the sky and then call lightning down so that nobody's visibility is fucked.
So I'm reading this, and what I'm getting is the storm cloud is 10 feet tall and 120 feet wide.
Yeah.
But it's 120.
It can be up to 120 feet
100
above him.
Yeah. And so, like, you can choose the point.
Yeah. So if you wanted to treat it kind of like double as a fog cloud spell, you could put it down here at the ground level. So Taddy, being in the treetops, will be at really hard to see because he's in a storm cloud, essentially.
Me, Gallon, and Chess Rock.
But the storm cloud will only affect visibility. It won't affect the spell or the damage. It's just in
I think
that
it's
bubble.
saying it's got to be 100 feet up, I think is what it's saying.
Well, here, I'll tell you what. Can I, just for the sake of time and argument, because it is 7:07 and I don't want to take up any other players' game time, can I take that spell back until we talk and determine on that, and I'll replace it with Spirit Guardians?
If
basically
that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That would just be... I'll take that back. It's still the same level 3 spell. And it'll be a 15-foot radius from me.
Okay. Centered on you, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Don't you? Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say, you're Claire. Don't you have turn undead?
Yeah.
This is the prime time for that. You're surrounded by undead.
I mean, we want to make Pearl go running?
You do not know that yet.
We had that experience when we were in the underwater city.
That was, I had her roll, so above table you know that. In character you do not.
Oh.
Because she passed that save, so nothing happened.
Well, okay then. For the time being, then, I will just stick with my... For the sake of argument, instead of changing everything around, damn it, I'm going to stick with the damn Spirit Guardians, okay? Damn it.
Damn it, Mike.
Or you could change it to the turn undead so we could get this experience with Pearl out of the way. I mean, I'm just...
Yes. Let's get real.
It's only a matter of time.
Pearl, odds or evens? Is she there?
Pam.
I'm here.
Pick odds or evens.
Odd or evens?
This is so hard. Odds.
Okay. If she gets it, then I'll stick with Spirit Guardians. If she doesn't, then...
Spirit Guardians it is.
Oh.
Okay. So when you cast it, it's a 15-foot radius.
Yep.
God, that is always bigger. So those 3 will get hit by it right away.
The 8, 10, and 7, right?
7, 8, and 10, yeah.
And I forget, is it shift or control to target?
Control.
And I should just be able to drop it on one of them, right?
Drop it in the... If you have all 3 targets, you should be able to drop it in the chat box.
Yeah.
It didn't let me target them. There's one.
There's one.
There's 2. And there's 3.
There you go.
He said drop it in the chat box.
Yeah. It should hit all 3. It did.
2 fails and a success, so it'll be damage then.
So, let me see here. That's going to be 10, 8 that get the damage, right?
You just drop the damage in the chat box. The computer will do it automatically. Because it'll be full damage for 2 of them and half for the other one. Yep, 8, 17, and 17.
All right, perfect. All right, that's all I got for my turn.
Alrighty. Silt.
Okay.
Sorry for that 50-minute.
It's all good, man.
First of all, I will tell Frick to, do what he needs to do to stay safe.
Okay.
And then how far away am I? Zalrog.
30.
30,
45.
35, 40. Somewhere in that window.
Okay.
So I will throw Mind Sliver on her.
Okay. She succeeds.
So I think it might be. Oops. Sorry.
I don't think Mind Sliver does
No,
anything.
there's nothing.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will How far away is this tree about?
Which tree?
One.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
5, 10.
20?
Call it.
If she's
yeah,
30,
call
25.
it 20, 25, 20 in that ballpark.
And what are the rules for jumping?
Oh, man. Doing a
Leaping?
lot of jumping.
I'm a cat. What do you want?
As long as when you're jumping, all we hear is especially if you're jumping at somebody, I want to hear as you're jumping.
When I land, you hear the.
When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, when you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance.
Score. Okay, so that's not very far.
Standing long jump, you can do between 5 and 6 feet.
Okay. So I won't be trying to jump to that tree.
What if, does a feline agility make any adjustments to that?
That
Ooh.
I'm checking. No, it just lets her move faster.
I mean,
What is this other tree? 15 feet? Is that what I saw you?
Yeah, there's 15 and 15 if you went with this tree to that tree.
I would say the one right below you, it'd be 5 feet to the nearest branch.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question. I'm gonna jump to that tree.
Okay.
Branch.
Go ahead and move your token. I accidentally closed my internet browser, so I gotta get music back up real quick. So yeah, 5 feet to the tree branch right there.
Okay. Yeah, and for this other tree, the next one in line, where if I'm at the furthest out branch toward it, what's the closest branch of it.
So there wouldn't be any jump there. You can see the branch reaches out to the tree right here.
Oh, it just goes across.
Yeah, so 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will put you up in the tree right there.
Perfect. And then as my bonus action, I will do Hexblade's Curse on her.
Okay.
Okay, this goes on her. This goes on, oops, me. I think. Did it go on me? Yeah.
Yes, it did.
All right. And I'll wag my tail a couple of times.
Okay. That it for your turn?
Yep.
Beautiful. Zombie 5 is going to start lumbering in your direction.
Was Frick out, or was he in your bag?
He was in my bag last
Yeah, I meant to ask that.
turn.
Okay, so he's over there with you. Both these zombies lumber over towards you, Silt, and scratch at the tree, trying to get you. Chistrock isn't doing anything. As we start the top of the round, you all hear off in the distance the as the full moon starts to crest.
So
God.
help me, God.
You'll
We
hear,
might-
oh, Poseidon's left nipple.
We might be getting 2 bounties tonight, guys.
Oh my gosh.
It is off in the distance a bit.
Maybe if we could bring it here, it could do one of them can do
Yes.
half the
Do the
job.
other end, and then we'll take
Yeah.
care of both.
Yes.
So
Let me pull up the notes. Hunter's Guild.
we still have the psychic whispers
Perfect.
going, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna start hearing Otis talking over the psychic whispers, but it's gonna be like, have you ever seen like a cokehead when they haven't had coke for a while, and they're talking really fast, and they get like angry over stupid shit? That's gonna
Not
be Otis.
personally, but I know what you're talking about.
But I mean, like you've seen it in pop culture, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Actually, no, I
how,
have
like,
seen that. I have seen that at the park. Never mind.
That's what you're gonna be hearing, like in your heads as Otis is like, "Fucking, damn it, shit!" As they're fucking another one coming, kind of thing.
This is Brad flexing his job here. He's seen
Yeah.
some shit.
I mean, you just go into town, and you'll pretty much see it anywhere here in Cali. But
And anybody who glances at Otis as you hear this, you see he's kind of twitchy.
like he's on edge.
Itching his arm.
Little
I'll send an inquiry, a short Odette.
You're just gonna keep hearing the same response and fucking get it. They're all fucking god shit.
I will mutter under my breath to Grand Tempest about you.
But Taddy, it is your turn. You are not hidden from anything currently.
No, I am not. But with me being 15 foot in the tree, if I were to move, the zombies wouldn't get attack of opportunity, would they?
Correct.
They're far enough away.
No, you are not
Okay.
within melee range.
Well, being that I am no longer hidden, I'm just gonna fly over.
Hell
Cover.
yeah, lion.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
stay 15 feet up, but
You got it.
okay.
And I'm gonna throw them psychic blades.
Okay.
That one says hit.
Sure does.
And for round 2, Fuck yeah, crit.
There we go.
Damn. Came out pretty good.
Not too shabby.
And no psychic whispers for this one. I'm going to shout out. You're coming with me, dead or alive. Ha ha! Giggle. That's my turn.
All right. Pearl.
Hello, everybody. Alrighty, so let's go for Zombie 10. So across from my face. That. Bang bang, of course.
Hits.
Sorry.
10 points of damage there.
Okay.
Second shot hits as well, going to the same one.
Oh man, just one.
3 points.
Okay, better than nothing.
Anything else for your turn? Any movement?
Am I safe to move without getting attacked?
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing
Oh.
near you.
Well, kind of, but
Well, there's
okay.
nothing right next to you.
Yeah. Right there.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, beautiful. That end your turn?
That's it.
All right. You are going to come around that tree just in time to get line of sight, as I need Taddy to make a Constitution saving throw.
Also, I would like to remind Taddy to be very consciously aware of where I am anywhere in the game.
For line of sight purposes. Taddy, seeing you bull rush and throw some psychic darts, psychic daggers at her, she is going to reach her hand out towards you and create a ball of necrotic energy. And as the ball forms in her hand, she will squeeze it and it'll implode, like kind of implode in her hand and then explode out of your chest as you feel a necromantic energy wash over your body, and you take 49 points of necrotic damage.
What?
Jesus.
She is then going to move herself over here and end her turn. Brad, you want to hit zombie 10 and 7 and 8 with another Spirit Guardians? Because they're all about to have their turn right now.
We got them all targeted, right?
Yeah.
7, 10, and 8. All right.
Looks like success and 2 failures. And roll that sweet dice magic. Beautiful. Alright, so 10 doesn't make it. The other 2 are still up, it looks like. So that's going to bring us to zombie 2.
Sorry, I forgot to add that effect to this one.
It's alright. 20. 3, 5, 15, 20. 6 is going to here.
He
Try to
just-
slam that Joe does.
He just entered, right?
Yep. Go ahead and hit him. Make sure you untarget the other ones first.
I did.
Okay. fails. 11. He's gonna slam into you, Odess. Missing. 7's gonna slam at you. Missing. 8 was already affected. So he's gonna slam at you. Hitting.
I'll rebuke that.
Okay. You'll still take the damage, but you'll be able to hit him back.
Which one was that? That was 8.
8 right below you, yeah. You succeed your save to maintain concentration. He fails.
He fails.
That is enough to kill it. 9 is going to come in the bubble, so go ahead and hit him.
Okay.
Lot of moving pieces. He succeeds. So it'll be half of this for 7, and he is going to slam you, which misses. All right, Galen, you're up.
First things first is I telepathically tell Pearl, looks like she's heading in your direction slightly. And
Gotcha.
then I'm going to general direction, I'll say. And then I'm going to attack with my longbow.
Oh, okay.
Shoot that bitch, Galen. Shoot her.
With the
Oh,
crit,
sweet.
Let's
Merciful
go.
Jesus. Drop that
Add her
damage.
to the list.
Wait. Make sure you get those the whatever extras you got.
I think it goes on the second one, correct?
So Hunter's Mark is every attack you make against the marked creature.
That's right. Okay, cool. I have to just mark it on myself, is what we said.
Yeah, which I already did. I already did that. So you
So it should be good to go.
You got to put the damage on yourself, though. The damage 1d6 effect. Oh, what'd we do?
I dropped the damage on myself.
Hold on, something didn't work right there.
All good.
Oh, no, the effect. The Hunter's Mark damage effect.
Okay, hold on.
That you need to put on yourself every time. The one that says damage 1d6.
Okay.
So you put that on yourself. And then roll damage against your target.
Gotcha. Holy moly.
You know, all that sweet dice music. 31 points of damage. And that was
Again!
your first attack. Being so excited with the great hit, you get advantage until the end of your next turn on any attacks you take.
Including the one I'm doing right now.
Yep. As per the crit table.
And I miss. But that's okay. I'm still
You miss.
super happy.
You were shaking with excitement.
That checks out.
Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off this tree. And so does that count as movement? So it's 15, or is it like I can go? I can jump down 15 and then go 30.
I'll call it a hop for the jump, so that'll be 5 feet of your movement. And then
Okay.
gravity does the rest.
All right, cool. So I'll do 25 feet then.
You want to hop right there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Make
And
me a dex save
Gorgeous.
on the hop. It's a super easy DC, just to make sure you don't like roll an ankle or something.
Oh my gosh! Don't say that. Okay. You said it's a save, right? Dexterity save.
Yeah. Beautiful. You're good.
25 feet. I'm gonna pursue Dalrog.
Okay.
And
Anything else?
I'll tell her, come with us alive or come with us dead, your choice. Ugh.
Okay. That it for your turn?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Frick is being Frick. Odess, you're up.
Want to do some real cleric shit now, bud?
Oh, they really gonna make any difference at this point? I'm just checking one thing real quick.
Just remember, man, you're our healer, so you get fucked up. Guess what happens?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know what? Fuck it. I'll try it.
You're...
The turn undead.
Alrighty.
It's anything that can see or hear me within 30 feet.
So that'll
Don't
be
make
the
that bigger.
I was checking to make sure, because, you know, like, that's 30 and that's 30. And I always go with the biggest one. So.
That's what she said.
But
that is just going to be the 3 zombies around you.
Wouldn't she be affected too?
She's not within 30 feet. Or an undead.
Oh, okay. All right. Target him.
Is he big enough for the destroy undead?
Yeah.
So I was looking at it, and it looks like it's all combined in one shot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's just, it depends on the creature's CR level, whether or not they can be destroyed.
Excuse me.
Of course, they all
3
somehow
succeed
on that. Jesus Christ, these are smart ass zombies.
Yeah, no,
that's
they
okay.
all just rolled really good.
Yeah, so that don't do shit for my turn.
It doesn't destroy them, but it should still.
Not if they save on the wisdom.
Sure.
You must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails it. Saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. The turned creature must spend its turns.
And if it's under CR 1/2, it gets destroyed instead of turned.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Okay.
So. Yeah, it's a blanket effect, and then depending on their CR level, they'll get destroyed instead of turned. But they all succeeded, so nothing happens.
It is what it is. That's all I got for my turn. You guys are gonna continue to hear Otis just fucking like freaking out.
Well,
You just didn't believe in it.
I'm gonna hop down right here.
Okay, roll a quick dex save for me.
You're so doubtful of that spell. See what happened? You gotta believe in your deity, bro.
And I will cast Arms of Hadar on these 3 zombies.
Hadar,
and hope that they're not immune to necrotic damage.
Alright, Arms of Hadar.
Boop.
Tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw or take necrotic damage. Make sure you...
I can't get that 3rd one.
Oh. It's because there's a thing there. Alright, they all succeeded, so go ahead and roll the damage in the chat box.
Okay.
And I will have it. Half it. Alright. You will notice that they all take 4 points of damage.
Okay. And now because they can't, do they not be, they can take reactions, can't they? Because they succeeded. Failed save. Can't take it. Okay. Well, darn, there goes my plan. Oh well. find myself in the middle of 3 zombies. Sounds
so
fun.
they'll still be able to take reactions.
Okay.
So that was your action this round, and 5 feet of your movement. What else you got?
I think. I think that's it for me.
Alright. Well, Zombie 5 is not going to waste any time and take a slam at you. And he does hit, but being surrounded, that'll get advantage. No damage absorbed. Zombie 1, same thing. With a miss, though. Taddy.
Okay.
Not feeling too hot after getting the life and moisture sucked out of you.
Yeah. I meant to ask, but I'll ask now. Everybody had temporary hit points.
Except for you, because you slept in the apartment and weren't on the ship this morning when she did the speech.
Okay. And part 2, a follow-up question for the temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, you fixed that already. Never mind.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I gave him back to her.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind. Last time I looked, it had
Good
disappeared.
calls.
Okay, so yeah. You know what? I don't care. I am chucking more psychic blades at this bitch.
That'll hit. $10 points. That'll miss.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna scream at Pearl. Get that bitch!
I'm gonna wink at you.
I don't think Taddy will be able to see.
That's true. Well, I winked.
Okay.
I wink anyways. Yeah.
I just wink all the time
Yeah.
in the dark.
Moving
Okay.
over
I'm
to
gonna-
that.
Yeah, move over to the tree, kind of hide behind a branch.
Okay. Do you still have a bonus action to actually hide?
No,
Okay, I didn't think so.
because I got to use the bonus action for the second psychic blade.
We'll call it partial cover then.
Yeah.
All right, Pearl, you're up.
Run towards her and try to hit her in the knee, legit, with my trident. Like, let's go.
Okay, so clarify for me.
Yes.
Are you narratively trying to hit her in the knee, or are you literally trying to kneecap her? Because if you're doing a
Kneecap her.
if you're doing a targeted attack, it'll be at disadvantage.
Then just the knee.
But if you want to, like, for flavor, I come up and whack her in the knee, it'll just be a regular attack. But there won't be
I just
any...
want her to see her fall. Like, just...
Okay. So if you're trying to get something extra out of it, roll at disadvantage. If you're just trying to do damage and hit her in the knee...
Yeah, without killing her, of course.
Roll regularly.
She's
Okay.
wanted dead or alive. Doesn't matter if she's dead or not.
She's
We
saving the
wanna
kill for somebody else.
Want to torture her a little bit? Come on, have fun.
Wow, look at that. Mike brings up torture one time, and now the group is set on fucking torturing everything. Wow.
That will hit Pearl.
To be
Hey,
fair,
you
Gal's
know
been
what?
on that since day one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And the only reason why I brought that up is because you have that tool there, Mr. Otis. That's why I posted that.
That's the wrong trident, Pearl.
Oh shit! I'm
'Cause you've
so
got the red-
sorry.
That's okay. I just have to give 1 extra point of damage.
Okay.
Correct it. Just make sure you're using the radiant trident.
Sorry. Yeah, my
'Cause
bad.
that's the one you're using. So, all right, that was your first swing. Second one hits again.
Take it, bitch.
Another 8 points of damage. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Can I punch her in the face?
That would be an unarmed strike, so no.
Sorry. Okay.
I love the spirit though.
Love the spirit.
Pearl's just standing over there like, oh, I really want to punch her.
Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
All right. Seeing you run up, she is going to get into it with you with some arcane blasts. The first one is going to hit you for 7 points of necrotic damage, the other 10 having been absorbed otherwise. Second one is going to do 19 points of necrotic damage. And the third one is going to miss. Zombie 2 is going to slam into Silt. Missing. Zombie 3, so 5, 10, 15, and come around the corner staring at you there, Gallon. Otis, you want to drop that save on 7, 6, and 9? They're all about to have their turn right now. Brad, you there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going right now. Sorry,
Nope. I was just making sure you hadn't stepped away or nothing.
Oh no.
All right, 2 successes and a failure. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, all
Fuck them
heavy,
zombies.
all still up. Here comes the first slam, misses. Second slam, hits.
Which one was that?
That was 7.
All right. I'll
And your
reduce that.
okay. Your spirit guardians are gone. He fails. 9 points of damage, still up, looking rough. Zombie 9 gonna slam you as well. Hits.
God damn, apparently they're all gonna hit me.
2 points of damage. It's a weak hit. And Gallon.
I am going to sidewind this. Oh, I guess. Just like here. Sidewind that zombie.
So like
Yeah.
go like step over here and then up so you don't come close to it.
Yeah, that way I don't have to do an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll be all of your movement then.
Movement, yeah, which is fine. And then I'm gonna shoot at her.
Okay.
And we said I don't have to do anything for the hunter's mark to start. That's
Nope,
for.
you do get advantage on all of your attacks until the end of this turn though.
That's right. That's right. Right. Did it? Oh shoot.
14 is going to miss. Well, hold on, because that was just a D20.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah,
Vomit.
go ahead and hit advantage and try that again.
Yeah. That was my bad.
It's all good. That will hit. So
Okay.
Put the damage effect on yourself, and then roll
Self.
damage against her. There you go. 11 points, and second attack still at advantage. Will hit.
I don't need to put it on again, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Oh my. Cool.
Every time.
Cool.
The reason they make you put it on every time is in case you decide to take an attack against something else, because only the marked creature gets the extra damage.
No, that checks out.
Another 10 points there.
And I do believe that is my turn, good sir.
Alright. That will bring us to Odess.
Oh, let me see what I got. I think I'm just gonna hit him with the. How much is that? I'll hit him with level 2 Thunder Wave.
Okay.
3 of them.
Yeah, that'll get all 3.
I'll give him the clap.
I forgot we made that joke.
Oh wait, did I just take somebody off?
You've got 9 targeted right now.
Damn it.
9 and 6.
6, and then there's 7.
7.
Let's see here. Thunder Wave. Let's see if they save.
1 success and 2 failures. Go ahead and roll that damage. The success was on 7.
Which, does that auto-calculate it, I'm assuming?
Yeah. No, it'll auto-calculate the damage.
Okay. But because I did it at level 2, it should be an extra D8, and... Cool.
Alright. Looks like you killed 2 of them. Zombie 6 gets pushed 10 feet away from you. No momento.
Did he get pushed into that tree? Because isn't that a tree right there?
Sure.
You see the zombie just boom against the tree.
Give me 1 second here. It's for that one. Beautiful. So both those zombies, you see them to collapse to the ground and then stand back up.
Fucking regenerating bitches. So I'm curious, does that mean that they're going to get a reaction this turn or no?
They are alive and conscious, so...
Well, fuck me then.
To the best of your knowledge, yes.
Fuck it. I'm going to stay here and just keep whacking on these guys, I guess. See what happens.
Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this because Otis is a cleric, so he would be privy to undead things. Undead things don't necessarily stay dead when you kill them.
No, I get that.
Okay.
I'm just not trying to give them any extra attacks if I don't have to. And I kind of got swarmed before I could even move.
This other one would have gotten pushed, though. My bad. So he'd be over there.
Okay.
Alright, Sil, that's your turn.
Nice. stay here and engage these guys. Leave. I guess I will do. I'll do Booming Blade on 5.
Okay.
And,
That'll hit.
damage.
Go.
Damage. This goes
And then
on
if it moves, it gets an additional
1d8. And then let's see.
No, you got that backwards. Deals an additional 1d8 thunder damage to target on a hit. And for moving...
But it's because my level is higher. 5th level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8. And the damage the target takes for moving increases to 2d8.
Yeah, so you rolled the 2d8 thunder.
Oh, that was it already.
Yeah, which it applied to it. So I need to give that back to it.
But it should be 2.
No, so the way that works is
Oh,
you
it
put
doesn't have any damage. Then.
you put
Okay,
the effect on yourself before you roll damage, and then
Before
if
I
it
roll
moves,
damage.
you roll the damage on it. So
Gotcha.
let me
Okay.
put that. It'd be for right there. So just roll a 1d8 in the chat box. I'll take that off. Okay, so it took 5 points of thunder damage with your attack. All right. Anything else for your turn?
Then, yeah, bonus action. Coral Bash.
Okay.
Here it is.
It succeeds.
Damn it. Fucking zombies, man.
Can't give a concussion to something that doesn't have a brain.
I guess that's true.
All right. What else you got?
I guess that's it. I'll stay here and take some blows.
All right. Zombie number 5. Take that surrounded attack. Hitting you. Absorbing the last of your temporary hit points. Zombie number 1 is going to do the same. Hitting. For 6. And then it's going to bring us to the top of the round. I will leave it up to you guys with 5 minutes left. You want to go through one more round, or do you want to call it here for the night?
I think we can finish up.
Finish up.
Yeah,
these zombies, the ones.
Her out.
I mean, these zombie fucks
Well,
ain't dying.
that's true.
Yeah.
One more round then? Any
Yeah,
opposed?
we can
What
go
happens?
around real quick.
All right, Taddy, you're up.
All right. So, Psychic Blades.
That's gonna miss.
Okay, come on.
That
Okay,
one will hit.
that hit.
Now there is
Okay.
an ally within 5 feet, so you'll get your sneak attack damage on
Sneak
it.
attack. Yep. That's what I was banking on. I was kind of banking on the first one hitting.
That's why
too,
you were
but
trying to go and pay him in there. Like, hey, go get hit a couple times so I can do more damage. All right, 18 points of damage there.
Trade-offs.
yeah. That's bonus action. I'm not moving. I'm staying right here in the tree.
Okay.
But Pearl, you can do it.
Pearl, you're up.
I'm gonna do the same thing, man. Let's hit her on the knee or anywhere. Just want to see her drop. That's all.
Drink her blood when she dies.
Oh yeah.
8 points of damage.
One more time.
That'll hit. 9 points of damage.
Bitch is rough. Okay.
What else you got?
That's it. Cannot punch her in the face.
Alright. She is going to cast a spell for her action. You will see that red glowy bit silt that you witnessed earlier as she very quickly disappears through a portal, reappearing on the far side of the cemetery.
I mean, that could be worse.
Yeah.
And then she reaches into her little side pocket, pulls something out.
It's gonna be worse.
And drinks it.
Biscuits.
It was just water. It's fine.
It's just waterfall by 20 dice.
Yeah.
And that will end her turn. Bringing us to zombies. Number 2, gonna slam on Silt. With a crit. For 5 points of damage. Zombie. Right up against you, Gallon. Slam. Hits. You succeed your concentration, taking 3 points of damage. This zombie's gonna step back up and try to slam you, Odess. Hits. This zombie is gonna slam you. Missing. This zombie's gonna step up and take a slam. Critting, which I can't crit against you. So 4 points of damage for Odess. Gallon, your turn.
I am fixated on this woman. So I'm gonna be getting hit and I'm just gonna be like sidestepping and trying to dodge.
So taking a ranged shot while you were within melee range of another creature means your ranged shot will be at disadvantage.
Even if I'm targeting someone who's not within, who's outside of within that range.
Yes. So the fact that the zombie is standing right there, if you go to take a shot on her, it'll be at disadvantage.
That's so irritating.
No, wait a minute. Just keep this in mind. You can move, take the attack of opportunity, and get rid of that.
Yeah.
That
is a valid option.
Attack of opportunity.
He's going to swing at you one way or another, whether you stand there or you move.
That's true.
They don't do very much damage.
Yeah, they do like 1d6.
As you're over there, literally like. Okay, I'll move there.
Okay, so let's. Which one is that? 3. And he misses.
Fabulous. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
I don't get advantage this round.
Correct.
Hunter's mark is until after I've attacked. Okay, we're going.
That'll hit.
Oh yeah, get her.
I have promises to keep. I told her dead or alive. Okay,
11
so
points of damage there.
next. Oh, for the love. No one's there!
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, that's fine. At least I didn't hurt a friend.
As
Put it,
per the fumble
ricochets off
table,
the tree.
target hits you with a basic attack. This action is impossible. Okay, so she is going to get a counter attack.
Okay.
With her basic attack, since she has a ranged option for it, and it is going to hit you.
Okay.
26 points of necrotic damage, and your hunter's mark is gone.
Okey-dokey.
Of that 26, you took 19 after temporary hit points.
Okay.
That will bring us to Odess.
It's not bad.
Let me see here. Oh, man. I guess I'll pop another Spirit Guardian and see if that does anything for me.
Okay. All three of them.
Which I can hit at least 2 targeted. Which one am I missing? 7? There we go.
6, 7, and 9. Yep. 2 fails and a success. Go ahead and do damage. They all die.
Perfect.
Which damage type are you doing, by the way?
Radiant.
Okay, I thought so. So yeah, they all die.
I will run over here.
Let me
I think
see
that
if
might-
she's in your bubble.
She's within 15 feet of me.
I think so. Nope. It's got to be half token, so not quite.
So I don't. I gotta ask a question on that.
Yeah.
That bubble says 15 feet radius, which 15-foot radius would be 15 feet from me in every direction.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
But if I move my token, it says 15 feet to her.
So that's calculating the distance from corner to corner. And when we do the radius thing, it's calculating outward from the center of your token. So it's going to be off. It's going to be a little, like, physically you are 15 feet away from her, but she's just past that 15-foot line.
Okay.
Does that
I was
make
just
sense? Yeah. Excuse me. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right. Silt.
I think I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna cat speed over to Zalrag.
And when you do that, you can't.
Do it until I don't move.
But you will take
On a
attacks
card.
of opportunity, right?
Yep.
Okay. So let me hit you with those real quick. 1 misses. 2 misses. 3 hits. All right. 6 points of damage for you, and you get over there.
Just sort of brush the 2 that miss their fingers off me as they try to grab me. Their fingers fall off. So I will do a. Let's see.
Did that cost anything for you to use that?
To use
It's-
what? No, it's
should've
just
been our
movement.
Yeah.
I guess I will do No, you won't. Sorry. I'll do Booming Blade for her too.
Okay. So you put the if you hit. You do not.
I
You
don't.
miss. All right. Any bonus action for you?
Nope.
All right. E5. Start lumbering his way this way, zombie 1. Start lumbering this way. They are still outside your bubble. And that will end tonight's session as you guys hear a slightly closer yet still distant howl.
Every time I hear the howl, I hear cha-ching.
Just off in the distance, the money sound.
That's right. We're making money tonight, guys.
You're earning your money tonight, that's for sure.
No kidding. I say free.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming out to watch the stream. Sorry we had to skip Friday. I was bedridden. But yeah, we will see you again this Friday for a continuation of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. And then back here next Sunday for Waters of the Deep. Bye, everybody.